Hi, I'm Dr. Weiler.
Hi, I'm Anna. It's nice to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you. How was the drive over today?
It was good. I got lost at first, but thankfully I just invested in a GPS, so
Awesome.
I was able to make it.
Glad you're able to make it here safely today.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know why you were referred to us today by your office?
Yeah, I mean, we mutually agreed on me coming here. My performance just has been subpar to what it used to be.
Okay, and where do you work at?
I work at an advertising firm. I do more of the creative aspect of it and do make ads for them.
Okay, so, Mike, when I see a commercial on TV for Coca-Cola, you're behind that.
Gotta love those panda bears.
Yeah, they're entertaining, all right.
Mm-hmm.
Now, let's try to focus on exactly what brought you into the office today.
Mm-hmm.
Why have you been feeling like your work has been lacking? Or, I mean, rather, what about your work makes you feel like you haven't been maybe up to par as in your past?
Well, I mean, in the past, I was so creative. Like I could come up with a new idea for an advertisement in a second, and now I just feel like I'm having such a creative block. I can't think of anything. I feel like all my ideas are repeats, and it's really a struggle for me.
Have your coworkers been saying anything to you about that? Like maybe they feel that you haven't been up to par as well?
I mean, at first my coworkers were just, it happens to everyone, but it's been happening for a few months now, and so they were worried, and that's why they referred me here.
Okay, what made you want to go into marketing?
When I was in college, I used to love to do art. I painted and I would do sketches all the time, and I was so passionate about it that I was like, wow, being creative for getting paid for it, that's awesome.
Okay, very nice. And you mentioned that you're not really focused at work. Are you also maybe lacking some energy as well, or is it just the focus aspect?
I mean, I'm constantly exhausted. Like I feel like I get there and I'm a zombie. I stare at my computer screen just for hours, just at the blank page. I have no energy.
Okay, now have you been sleeping really well at home, or are you having any issues with that?
I mean, I've been attempting to go to bed early, but I just never sleep thoroughly throughout the night. I'll just lay there and toss and turn. My thoughts race, and I just cannot calm my mind down.
Okay, and are you married?
I am married, and I have one child. I have a daughter.
All right, very nice. And do you and your husband sleep in the same bed?
Um, some nights he works really late though, and he knows I've been having difficulty sleeping. So when he comes in late, he'll just go in the guest room.
Okay, and do you sleep any better or worse if he's in the bed with you?
Not really, not at this point. I mean, it used to comfort me a little bit when he was there, but nothing really seemed to be working recently.
Okay, and in the past, you didn't have any issues with sleeping at all. You're able to go to sleep right away,
Oh yeah, I was a totally sound sleeper.
and you were energized every morning when you woke up.
Yeah, I felt completely fresh. I would, grab a bagel and read the newspaper, and I'd be off to work and have a great day. But just recently, it hasn't been happening.
Okay, you just mentioned that you would, grab a bagel, so you would eat breakfast on a regular basis.
I mean, I used to definitely.
Okay, and now do you not eat breakfast or any meals during the day?
I have to force myself to eat at this point. Like I don't have an appetite. I've dropped a couple pounds. I mean, it really is a struggle for me. I don't even remember to eat half the time because I don't have an appetite.
Do you eat just smaller meals, maybe snacks throughout the day?
Yeah, I try to snack throughout the day, just a couple crackers here and there, but I don't have an appetite like I used to.
So when it comes to dinner with your husband and your child, then you just don't feel like you're able to eat with them at all?
I mean, I'll sit down with them, but it's just usually me picking off of my plate, but not really eating.
Just kind of pushing the food around?
Yeah.
Okay. And is this something that your husband has noticed and that he's tried to help you with? Maybe, gotten you to eat more during dinner?
I mean, like I said, he comes home late a lot of nights, so he hasn't really been paying attention. But my daughter, she's very observant. She's noticed.
Okay.
And I want to be a good influence for her because, you don't want the mom to not be eating and the daughter encouraging, but it's just hard. I can't eat.
Okay. Now let's try to focus on. I know that you've been lacking this energy and you're not really focused. Are you just don't really have any kind of passion anymore at work, possibly?
I mean, I love my job, but I haven't been able to perform really. Like, I mean, like I said, I used to love art and I found so much joy in it, but now I, I can't even do it anymore. It's just, I miss having the passion, but I just can't find the motivation.
So I know that you mentioned that you did study art in college and you used to love to paint. Do you try to paint now at all, or do you just not even have an interest in painting either?
I've dabbled here and there, but I've never been able to finish a painting. Like, I used to be, so excited and motivated to finish paintings, and now I just start it and then lose interest or I'm not satisfied with it, so I just throw it away.
Okay. Do you have any other problems as far as like your interests in life go that you just find that you just don't really have anything that you're excited about anymore?
I mean, I used to have a really good, like, close group of girlfriends, and we used to have, like, Wednesday night wine nights, but I just haven't really felt like hanging out with them recently. I've tried opening up to them a little bit, but they don't seem to really understand.
Okay. So they've reached out to you, and you just don't ever really kind of give that response back to them?
I mean, I've tried, but I don't want to be the type of person that burdens everyone else with my problems.
Okay, so you just don't really care to put any effort into that, or you just don't want to burden them.
I don't want to burden them, and I think that affects me wanting to hang out with them because I just, they're always so happy and energetic, and I just really don't have that energy.
Now, do you think maybe if you put yourself out there and you kind of maybe showed up to a wine night that you might have an interest to actually talk to everybody and kind of participate?
I mean, I have tried. It just seems so forced to me. I feel alone when I'm with a crowd of people, and I just feel like I lose myself a little bit.
Well, let's focus on that. You say that you feel like you're alone and you're. Why is that? Do you just not have any interaction with people, or do you just not even care to engage in conversation?
Well, I just feel like my life is at such a standstill right now. My marriage is okay, and just losing so much focus at my job, and I just, I don't know. I just don't feel like I'm able to relate to anyone really. So when I go out with them, I just don't have much to talk about with them.
Okay. Now, and I know you mentioned that your husband does come home late from work a lot. Now, have you talked to him about any of these issues, maybe when you have some time, or do you feel like he's not really, that you can't even go to him and you feel alone even when it's with him?
I've talked to him about it. He just has a difficult time understanding. He was supportive of me coming here. He thought it was good for me, but as far as talking to him, he doesn't really understand. He's more of a fix-it than a listener.
Okay. Well, hopefully we can meet up again if you'd like to make an appointment with the secretary, because I think we kind of got to a very basic idea of what's going on, and I think we can keep progressing and hopefully get you back to being passionate about all the things that you love in your life, and hopefully we can get you to live a healthier and a happier life for you.
I would love that.
So, well, hopefully I can see you again in the next couple weeks.
Okay, thank you so
It
much.
was nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.